Hello and welcome back inside Platt Arena. We've got a good one for you today. We've got the number 5 Marian Knights taking on the home Huntington Foresters in a big Crossroads League matchup. I'm Preston Husband alongside Dylan Herring. We got the girls' game out of the way. It was a tremendous game. The Foresters put up a good fight against the Marian Knights, and now it's time for another big game for our men's team. You look at these two squads, two of the best point guards in the entire nation facing off today with Zach Goodline and Christian Harvey.
Yeah, got a great showing today for the Foresters. A lot of students and parents and fans today. I'm excited to see what Coach Alford and his guys have going. Corey's a great coach, and I think this is going to be a great matchup.
And Huntington has a bad taste in their mouth after the last time they played these Marian Knights at Marian in the Crossroads League tournament. Huntington lost by 4 points in a back-and-forth game, and they are only 1-9 in their last 10 against the Marian Knights. It's time to get back on the winning side of things.
I'm with you, Preston, and I think they've got the capabilities to do it.
We'll take you through the starters real quick, and we will see if we have a national anthem. It appears the benches are staying down, so we will potentially have the national anthem or not. We'll see how that plays out. For the Marian Knights, it's a 6'1" senior number 2 guard, Christian Harvey, one of the best point guards in the nation. He's a great leader, tenacious defender. That's going to be a tough matchup for Goodline all day long. They also start a 6'8" Division I transfer, actually a 5-star recruit coming out of high school is Tayshawn Curry, wearing number 3. An absolute stud, throws his weight around well, rebounds the ball well. 6'5" senior number 5 guard Josh Brown, 6'6" senior number 23 Hayden Lane Cable. Actually, he's number 25, 6'1" guard. And then they also have Luke Goldman, who's a guard forward and one of the most versatile players on the team. For the Foresters, it's the normal 5. You got Zach Goodline, Lane Sparks, Landon Jordan, Ben Hummerkaus, and Hank Pulver looking to come away with a big win here today against a great opponent.
Yeah, watching these guys in previous years, they've pulled out some good runs, and the HU men's basketball team made a nationals run in the NAIA last year, and they have all that same talent to do it again this year. So we're excited to see guys like Landon Jordan here for the tip-off, who's going to be stepping up and playing some bigger roles here on this team for the 2022-2023 season.
Both of these teams 3-1s within the CL. It's time to see who wins today. Landon Jordan starts us off. It's Huntington ball, and we're underway in Platt Arena. Huntington's going to need some big games from most of their starters here today to come away with a win. Pulver in the short corner, tries to get into Jordan. It's Curry right away with the steal. Now we'll see point guard Christian Harvey bring it across the 10-second line. Harvey right away to Lane Cable. He's going to drive in, shoot the floater. He gets it to go. Kept that pivot foot down, and he scores the first 2 of the game.
Yeah, it was a good little pump fake there, try to get guys jumping, and then he created just enough space to lay it in the basket.
Huntington coming off a turnover on their first possession of the game. It's Goodline. No look pass, Hummerkaus unable to get it off. Jordan to Pulver.
Yeah, great passing, great court awareness there by all 3 of those guys to find the open man, get an easy bucket.
Jordan using his vision to get Pulver open with a nice cut. Nice to see for the Foresters. This Marian team can hurt you in a lot of ways, and here's one of them, but he gets it knocked away, and now a late whistle as Curry had that one knocked out from behind, but the call is going to go on Pulver. So that'll be the first in the game, the first on Pulver, as Curry picks up the foul on Pulver. And we'll see what Marian has out of bounds. It's Curry with the lay-in.
Kind of looked like he was about to go for that dunk there and was a little conservative, just laid in the basket.
Curry can hurt you in a lot of ways. He has not shot the 3-ball well this year, but man, he gets to the rim a lot. Pulver tries one. He hits it. Hank Pulver with the 3. He's got an early 5 for the Foresters, and they take the 1-point lead just 2 minutes in.
One thing I'll say is that Hank Pulver's the kind of guy that if he catches fire, he'll be on fire the whole game. So that could be the start or spark right there. It's a great defensive play there by Landon Jordan, but it looks like maybe with the ball, he stepped out of bounds.
Jordan, one of the best jumpers in all of the Crossroad League, one of the most athletic guys on the court. Every time he steps on it, picks up another block, just unable to stay in. But how about the start for Hank Pulver? You look through the notes, he's one of those guys that can have a big game any night for you. He does the little things right. If he can come out and score, super important for the Foresters here today.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll have a little discussion to see if the shot clock should reset. I do not believe that possession was ever changed. Jordan came straight down out of bounds. So we're going to have 20 on the shot clock, it looks like.
We're going to review something here.
All right, so we're back live. We had a little replay review that needed to be done. Unfortunately, we're unable to look at that right now. It's just a few seconds between the game clock. They're going to stick it at 18:04. It'll be Marian's ball. 5-4 early lead for the Foresters. Lane Cable tries a tough floater. No good. Good line with the board. Foresters a chance to run if they want it. HU trying to get in their set, 20 on the shot clock. Foresters trying to grab a few more points here to take their lead a little further. It's Jordan way up in the air, finishes through the contact. Good line with a nice slip, and Jordan with the tough finish. He's off to a good start. Tayshawn Curry, and another foul called on the Foresters, as that one's going to go on Hank. And Pulver now with two early ones has both of the team fouls. They are going to call it a side out. Corey Alford in disbelief after that one, as Pulver looked to have a lot of the basketball, and that's a tough missing part for the Foresters. Marian started the game with two great possessions, looking for the next points, down 3. Extremely talented offensive team right now. Huntington playing great defense. It's Goldman. He hits a 3. Every time Goldman plays the Foresters, he brings his best stuff. He had a career-high 18 points in last year's matchup in the Crossroads League tournament. Already 3 here today, averaging just 6. Hummerkaus dishes, trying to find the open man. It's Sparks. Long one. No good. Off. Rebound Curry. Good look for Sparks, unable to get it to go. Goldman has it, one of the most versatile players on their team, listed as a guard forward, played the 3, 4, and 5 all last year. Harvey with the skip, it's Brown. No good, rebound is down to Sparks. Huntington pushing, Jordan, slam!
And that's the kind of stuff Landon Jordan does. He's very explosive and he's good at getting open. He could be a big deal here for the Foresters. Last year, I can recall a time where there was not 1, 2, but 3 alley-oops with him slamming it every time.
Jordan, a bouncy player, and it's Goodline with his second assist to Jordan. Both finishes at the rim. Another skip from Harvey. Brown into the lane. Open three, Curry. It's long, doesn't even hit the rim. Jordan with the board. Foresters running. Hummerkaus into the paint. Wilson had an open look for a second. It's Hummerkaus instead, off the mark, and it'll go out of play. I need to mention that it's Josh Bryan for Marian, not Brown. Josh Bryan, he's a transfer from both UIndy and Ball State, making his first year on the roster for the Marian Knights.
So yeah, we want to take a second here to thank our sponsors during this break. We'll be right back on FDN Sports. And we are back inside Platt Arena as Foresters are taking on the Marian Knights. So far, close game.
Yeah, 9-7 lead for the Foresters. They've done a lot of good things offensively, and it's Landon Jordan who's got a quick 4 right at the rim. Goodline yet in the scoring column, but that'll quickly change as Marian and Huntington both make a couple of changes. Lane Cable at the top. He's going to switch it down to Curry. Can't catch it. Eyrig with the rebound, the steal, I should say. Sparks in transition. Skip pass, Wilson. We're going to go back to Goodline, reset. 20 on the shot clock, 15 minutes remain in the first half. Goodline, step back, deep one, no good, just off the rim. Goman down with it. Lane Cable, 4-year player here for the Knights. And now freshly into the game and scoring right away is the sophomore Brody Whitaker. 6'3" sophomore coming off the bench, averaging 7 points per game. And now the third foul on the Foresters here, 0 for the Knights. That one's going to go on Mitchell Wilson. Whitaker is the all-time leading scorer at Greencastle High School here in Indiana as he knocks down the free throw to make it a 3-point play. And he comes off the bench, and he's been a good spark for the Knights already here in the early going. Foresters unable to knock down some of the long shots their last time out here as Wilson's going to try one. He airballs it. It's rebound Goman.
Yeah, I feel like the Foresters are starting to get a little frantic and forcing some shots that might not be good selections.
Marian back with the ball. And again, it's Whitaker. He banks it in with the nice floater. A quick 5 for the sophomore. Good line with Harvey on him. Harvey, one of the best defenders in the nation. He's got Goodline trapped, and he's going to draw a foul on Harvey as he swatted down at the ball. Goodline giving Harvey a foul here on the early going, which is huge for the Foresters if he can sit on the bench at all. He logs minutes, and he's extremely efficient whenever he's in the game. Wilson out, Dyer in, knockdown 3-point shooter for the Foresters. Goodline will trigger it. Little hand off to Goodline. Had some space, thinks about it again. Now he lets it go. It's good. 3 balls, Zach Goodline.
Hey, you keep shooting, eventually they will start falling in, and Zach Goodline right there, great shot.
Goodline is shooting at a staggering 65% from three. Not a volume shooter, but knocks him down when he gets the chance. Big catch, Curry. He's fouled by Eyrig, and now 4 fouls early on the Foresters. Curry is an absolute handful in the paint as he transferred in from Grand Canyon last year. A 6'8", 225-pound senior. He's shooting 84% from the free throw line. Just a very consistent scorer as he misses the first one. You're talking about a guy playing at the NAIA level who was one of the best recruits in the entire nation coming out of high school. Originally played at Arizona State, made the switch to Grand Canyon, and now he resides in Indianapolis where he plays for the Marian Knights. Marian grabs the lead back from the Foresters, 13-12, 13 minutes left. Eyrig, freshman out of Utah, gives it to Sparks, who kicks it to Dyer. Foresters looking for a shot. Goodline trying to pick another one up on Harvey. Left hand, he got it! Welcome to the circus after that shot from Goodline.
That's the kind of stuff that Zach does. Zach knows how to create space. He's a great player. He's tough. He'll be strong down low. He's not one of the biggest guys you'll see, but he's quick and knows exactly where to be at the right time in order to create space to get a shot off and score like he just did there.
So it's Goodline on his own little personal 5-0 run here. Got a chance to make it 6, and not only are the points important, but Harvey's on the bench with 2 just 7 minutes in. Goodline finishes the three-point play. That is going to be absolutely crucial for Harvey being on the bench. This is a good time for the Foresters to maybe go on a run. Max Gizzy's checked in for the Knights, a junior guard, plays just around 17 minutes off the bench. Lane Cable back in there as well. A lot of changes for the Knights. It's gonna be another three-point shot by the Knights. It goes long, tipped back, and Gizzy able to keep it in. Whitaker finds it again after the three-point miss. Lane Cable bomb. It's no good. Rebound Dyer. Jordan wanted it, but smartly Goodline picks it up at the top of the key. He's going to go to work. Kick, corner, Dyer, 3, long. Off to, that's going to be Lane Cable who pulls it down. The Knights struggling a little bit offensively, and that's going to continue with the travel by Lane Cable.
Yeah, kind of had a little stutter step in there before he picked up the ball, so they looks like a travel there.
So it's Gizzy, Whitaker, Ames, and Lane Cable along with Foe for the Knights, as they've changed everything up. Very deep team, and that's what's allowed them to be so consistent. Jordan down low catches. 3 defenders, looked like contact. Own rebound, and it's going to stick with Huntington. Jordan is battling down there as he was in between 3 defenders for the for the Knights, excuse me.
Yeah, putting a lot of pressure on him. Obviously, there's a lot of other guys that were open, but caught up with 3 defenders on you, it's hard to get the ball anywhere.
Goodline now going to run the offense. He's got Gizzy on him, step back, no good. Missed everything, rebound down to Brian. Marian's going to try to push. This is Goman, hurts the Foresters anytime he sees him. Down to the big man, Ames. He skips it off to Whitaker, who's able to finish. He's up to 7 already. Jordan down low, looking for an outlet. Goodline's gonna try again. Floater short, rebound, Brian. It's a shot that you see Zach Goodline finish on quite a bit. Good pace here as Jordan's out top. Ames, catch down low, and Goodline's gonna be called for a foul as he went way up to try to knock that one away from Ames. Ames has about 10 inches on Goodline, and Goodline met him at the summit, just unable to get the ball instead of the arm. Hank Pulver back in with those 2 fouls. He's on Ames. He's with Paul, Dyer, Hummerkaus, and Sparks. And there's Paul doing exactly what he does. Jackson Paul has been more involved this year than he was in his freshman year. He actually redshirted some time last season. He drives very hard offensively, but his main goal is to come in and wreak havoc defensively, as we've seen him do on that first possession.
Yeah, absolutely. And all the Foresters look pretty aggressive on defense at the moment.
Brian, fadeaway, got it, tough shot. As the southpaw gets that one to fall, his first points of the night. Good line waiting to check in as Paul runs the point. Pulver back in as well. Sparks tries to feed it to Hummerkaus, unable to do so, and it looks like it's going to belong to the Foresters. The Marian bench thought it fell off of the arm of Hummerkaus, but the ref right there to keep it with HU.
Yeah, it was kind of a tough angle there to get a look at.
Pulver trying to get back involved. It's Hummerkaus from deep. He nails it!
I will say that Ben Hummerkaus is one of the most versatile players on this team. He can do just about anything.
If he shoots the ball like he did against St. Francis in some of these other games this year, as there's a miss and another foul on the Foresters. So that'll send Gizzy to the line for 2. But if Hummerkaus continues to shoot the ball like this, that takes Huntington to the next level. He's not just a perimeter scorer, an inside scorer. If he knocks down that 3, he's one of the better players in the conference. Gizzy sends the first one up, it's in. Shoots 75% from the charity stripe this year, only averaging 3.9 points per game. A good glue guy for this Marian team. Second one's up, and it's off. Paul with the rebound. Huntington a chance to take the lead again. Halfway through this first half, high-paced game. Harvey on the bench with 2 fouls. Ben's going to try this one, and that is kind of the inside scoring we've been talking about, as Coach Corey Alford's going to take a 30-second timeout. Not a lot of stoppages back and forth here, as Ben Hummerkaus is now on his 5-0 run by himself, and he has the Foresters back ahead just under the halfway mark here.
Yeah, Ben's starting to get warmed up, and I think he's going to continue to produce the rest of this game. He's one of those key players that when he's on, everyone else is on, and I think he's going to carry them to hopefully a close game here at the Marian Knights. So far it's close. We're having a great time. We're enjoying it, and it's been a very competitive matchup so far.
You look at what Corey Alford has started to do to this program. He had turned them around right away in about 3 seasons. He also works as the assistant athletic director here at HU, and they've got some exciting things coming here as far as their athletic department goes, with a new arena being worked on. But you look at his first 2 seasons, he had 39 wins, already took them to a national tournament, and 7 wins against top 25 team. Wouldn't mind an 8th here today. Yeah,
Corey's a great coach, and I know that Huntington students and fans and parents love watching him and what he does to make this team better. They've been a very enjoyable team to watch these past few seasons.
Brian hits a contested long ball as now he gets going with 2 baskets in the last 4 minutes. He's up to 5. Back and forth blows from both teams. Lane Sparks, he'll try to get in there, but blocked by Brian. Marian a chance to push their lead ahead as Whitaker goes in and he's fouled, and that's already going to be the 7th on the Foresters. They're already in the bonus as they'll be shooting 1-1 for the next 9 minutes.
Yeah, I can see foul trouble being an issue here, especially when you have a good free throw shooting team. It's really easy to give up easy points when you're fouling all the time.
Whitaker with a quick 7, goes to the line shooting at 81%. And the first foul there on Sparks as Whitaker puts it through. Seven fouls for the Foresters, 2 for the Knights. But I'll give it to the Knights. They've gone to the rim very hard. Huntington settled a little more for jump shots as Jordan rips down the board. Huntington a chance to tie or take the lead. 9 minutes remain in the first half. Good line going to work. Paul closed down. Good line, lot of contact, throws it up. Jordan can't put it back, and Curry with the rebound. Goldman now with it. He's gonna shoot it, and he gets it to go. Through 2 defenders for the Foresters, Goldman up to 5 here on the night. Marian travels well, as you can hear the Marian team back behind, and now Gizzy's gonna pick one up, holding on to Hummerkaus in the post. It's gonna be Gizzy's first foul on the day, just the 3rd for the Knights. As Mitchell Wilson will come back in, Jackson Paul takes a seat. Hummerkaus off the screen, no, and it's down to the Knights. Lane Cable has it. A lot of different players that play for this Marian team, and they can hurt you in a lot of different ways. It's next man up mentality when someone's out like Harvey. Gizzy drives hard. He's gonna try a turnaround, thinks better of it with Hummerkaus. Just 7 on the shot clock. Lane Cable into the paint, can't finish, gets his own rebound and scores it. Jordan was there, but Lane Cable drove right into the chest and was unable to get back into position. Good line tries one. He is met at the rim by Curry, and he misses. Marian a chance to take their biggest lead of the day. Curry, no. Rebound gonna go to the Foresters.
Yeah, great work there by Hummerkaus, sticking with that shot there down low. Create any pressure you can, make that shot harder.
So as we reach the under-8 media here, it is the Marian Knights ahead 26-20. Foresters still trying to fight back in this one as Marian's come out hot, and it's put HU in a little bit of a hole. They're gonna have to work hard to get back into this one.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like, especially the beginning of the game, there's a lot of shots that were kind of being forced up that obviously weren't going down. I think they're starting to make better shot selections, but I think they could still do better in that department. But as far as defense goes, both teams are putting a lot of pressure on each other. That's why there's a bonus right now. I think the Foresters could get into a lot of foul trouble here, so they need to be a little bit more conscious of that as they continue being aggressive.
Yeah, you look at the box score for the Foresters, it's Goodline with 6, but that's on 2 of 7. He has distributed the ball well, but he's just not, he's not making a lot of those shots you typically see him make. Hummerkaus 2 for 4 with 5, and you have Hank Pulver with 5, but he picked up those quick 2 fouls, and he had to sit for a while, and he was off to a great start. Christian Harvey's been out, but with him out, one of the better point guards that Marian has had, they've still been able to push this lead to 6, and the Foresters right now just need to continue to fight back and work their way into this one. Both teams not shooting it extremely well from 3. The Foresters already just 3 of 10, and it's Marian 2 of 6, but Marian shooting 10 of 18 overall for 56%. Has made it tough for the Foresters to climb back in. They got a chance to do it here. It'll be Sparks, Hummerkaus, Jordan, Mitchell Wilson, and Zach Goodline for HU. Sparks dumps it into Hummerkaus. Looking for Jordan. He has to kick it back out. Sparks now, floater over Curry. He gets it to go.
Yeah,
how about that from Lane Sparks?
Great work by Lane Sparks. Creating just enough space, get a good shot off, get the bucket.
Gizzy now controlling the point. Curry trying to make it happen. Another back cut. The Foresters are going to get it. Let's see if they can run. Sparks has it. He's going to push the pace, and now it's a foul on Curry down low against Jordan. Tremendous job by Landon Jordan getting into that deep post and establishing himself right away. And Curry's going to pick one up. Now the 4th on the Knights as a team, and Curry's first in the contest.
Yeah, it seems like the Foresters are starting to move the ball a little bit more to try to create more opportunities. And I think that's going to pay off if they continue to do that.
Coach Hetty for the Marian Knights is going to take a little bit of a gamble here, putting Harvey back in the game. Nolan Foster in as well. Sparks, right hand finish this time. His last 2 shots over 6'8" Curry, and now how about over 6'10" Foster. Plays a lot bigger than what he is, and he is a scorer.
Yeah, Lane Sparks is getting hot, and he looks very confident out on the court right now, so I think he's going to continue to produce.
Lane Cable, nice fake, has to kick it out though. It's Goman, and another good play by Jordan as Wilson picks it up. Foresters a chance to tie. This is the run we talked about. Lane Sparks, why not? Yeah! Lane Sparks with the tray, and that's going to force a timeout from Marian. Freshman of the year, maybe player of the year.
Lane
in the
Sparks
near future.
He's doing a great job. He's on fire right now. I think it's going to be a great opportunity for him to keep moving forward, but he's trying to get this team amped up, and he's trying to be the spark plug.
Spark plug, I like that a lot from you over there. You know, a little pun. We got to give our viewers something to laugh about here inside Platt Arena. But right now, the tide has completely shifted as the Foresters have jumped out in front by 1 point. Lane Sparks on a little 7-0 run. We saw him do this last year as a freshman. He came in. This man barely shot 3-pointers in high school. He was so strong that he got to the rim. You look at him now, he's developed his shot. He shoots it at 44%, just knocks one down there, looks straight at the defender. He's not scared of anything. He's averaging almost 17 points per game in the conference, 17 overall in the year, and he's got this place buzzing.
Yeah, something I talked about in the women's game that we called earlier was how some players really try hard to be versatile. And I would say a player that is versatile for the Foresters is Ben Hummerkaus, like I talked about before. But to see guys like Lane Sparks, like you said, from not shooting threes in high school whatsoever, I can say that last year that was a stronger part of his game.
Absolutely.
And he's going to continue to keep doing that stuff because he's becoming an all-around better player. And I think that's really going to help the Foresters this game.
And last year, Sparks was mostly off the bench. He was not a starter for this team. Caleb Middlesworth and, you know, other guys that were here. Spencer Ballinger got some time. And now he moved right into this role, and he's picked up where he left off.
Yeah, I was saying at the beginning of the game, I'm excited to see, watching the Foresters in the past 3 years, seeing them this year, what kind of players take in some of these new roles as some of the seniors from last year graduated.
Harvey has it. He has 2 fouls, looking to get in on Jordan. Good defense. Lane Cable now looked like a travel, and he did. Great defense there from Goodline and Sparks on the perimeter. And that's another turnover for Marian. Huntington only with 1 turnover in the contest, 5 now for the Knights. Can HU keep the momentum on a 7-0 run to take the lead here in the first half against the Marian Knights? Good line on Harvey. See if he exploits that. It's Sparks again, just long. Rebound, Lane Cable. Harvey trying to push the pace here as he does most of the time. Lane Cable 3, short, rebound, Jordan. That's what Lane Cable's on the team to do. Shoots it well from 3, and Harvey pushing the pace almost had the Foresters sleeping. A lot of body out top. 6'8" Hummerkaus handling it, down to Jordan. Pass, Lane Sparks with the finish. 9 straight from Sparks as he has something to say.
He'll hit the 3 on the outside, and then he'll find a way to get inside and get a bucket.
Relentless cutter, and how about Landon Jordan finding the open man so far? 2 assists already, and now the block! A chance to finish the play. Jordan runs over Goman, and that's going to be an offensive foul.
Kind of looked like the momentum. He was in the air to get the ball. He just fell right on top of him.
It's a tough place to put Jordan where he's 6'9", very athletic. He doesn't put the ball on the floor that often, though. He's running straight into the defender. Might want to swing that across court. You get an open 3. Either way, Jordan saved 2 points on the other side. It's not going to cost the Foresters too much right now as they still remain up 29-26. Harvey searching. Foresters just have the Knights locked up. Brian gets it. Curry, two-pointer, can't go. Brian offensive rebound. He's going to chuck it. And he gets it. Talk about a shooter. That's Brian's second of the night. And that one was from way downtown. Offensive rebounds have hurt Huntington in the past. Here's Goodline, step back three, no good. Tough shot there from Zach. As that one's thrown directly out of bounds. No, I don't know about that one. As Harvey asked for a deflection and the refs grant it to him, but that's a tough one against the Foresters. There was absolutely no touch there from anyone on Huntington. And that's a tough one for Huntington fans to swallow, as you can hear.
Yeah, I didn't really get a good look at it, but based on the reaction of the crowd here, I'm not really sure if that was the right call.
The one official showed up late. We're still waiting to see if his eyes are ready for the game, as now Whitaker drives. He throws it up, can't finish. Another offensive rebound. A lot of guys in the lane. And let's see what the call is. 3 seconds, it's HU's ball. So the Foresters get the ball anyways after the possession, but
it all cancels out. Some might joke around and say ball don't lie, you know, things like that. I'm not a ball don't lie guy myself, but things happen.
All right, good line now. 29-29, he's got Harvey on him. Sparks now into the lane, jumper, got it! Tough shot!
Lane Sparks is feeling good. You can see it. Every time he gets a bucket, he looks pretty ecstatic.
I believe the words were, "You can't guard me," as Goldman now gets an open three. He misses. Brian flips it up, should be Huntington's, and it is. So even if HU cannot get those defensive rebounds, just putting bodies on people, continuing to go for the ball leads to another possession, as Sparks is going to get a round of applause as he hits the bench. Eyrig back in, freshman out of Utah. We got Joel Dyer, Australian native, playing for Huntington here in his third year. He's going to work with Goodline to get it at the top of the key. Goodline has Goldman on him. Good switch for the Foresters. Can't find anyone yet. Have to reset. 12 on the shot clock. Goodline with Goldman still. Drives, kicks. It's Eyrig in the lane. He's going to try kicking it to Goodline. Wide open three. He got it! Let it rain as the Foresters continue to knock down the three ball.
Great work by the Foresters, keeping the ball moving. They're dealing with a lot of pressure down low, a lot of physical activity, but they find a way to find the open man and get a great shot.
Harvey drives in, and Goodline's going to be called for the block to stop the momentum of the Foresters. Harvey is a hard driver when he gets it. He's really not a scorer per se, but he can go get you a basket when he needs to. This guy's got one of the better resumes you'll see around the Crossroads League. He was in all Crossroads League's first team as a freshman, along as the freshman of the year. All Crossroads League second team, 2020 and 21, and honorable mention last year. First one up is short, as Gizzy in front of us waits to check in for the shooter, Harvey, who misses. He's an 81 shooter, so 81% free throw shooter on the year. Harvey with the second. It's good. And he'll check out as Gizzy comes back in. And also Jackson Ames, the 6'11" sophomore coming in. He'll play center now. He's a transfer from Miami of Ohio as well. Foresters back on the offensive side of things. Goodline with it. Just hit a three from the corner. Finds Wilson. Hard drive. Kick, corner three. Joel couldn't catch it. Skips it in, but it's stolen away. Whitaker pushes. He's going to go right at Goodline. Can't finish. Rebound. Curry is able to tip it in. That's what he does. Always around the rim is Cherry.
Yeah, great work there to stay with the ball and get a nice tip in.
Eyrig drives hard, can't find anyone. Hummerkow steps out, thinks about it. Tough matchup here. Goodline and Cherry hits a deep one, no good. Tayshawn Cherry just able to hold Goodline off driving the ball there. Cherry now working to Ames. He's going to try going up, and he does on the much smaller IRIC. All tied up with 2 minutes left here in the first half. 34-34, hard-fought game by the Foresters so far. They had to battle back. They'd love to take a lead into the locker room. Goodline working on Gizzy. Floater, no good. He misses again. Ames, rebound. Gizzy getting orders from Coach Hetty as he slows it down. Lane Cable is going to start up the offense. Cherry with the slip, and he gets another one to go as he's got 4 straight. And the Foresters down 36-34, and Corey Alford wants to talk it over with his players. Huntington had a lot of that momentum, and then the block call on Zach Goodline where it was Harvey able to go to the free throw line, kind of switch things around here a little bit, and now Marian going on their own personal run themselves.
Yeah, kind of a momentum shift there. And I think Corey's trying to settle his guys down, draw some things up, and try to get back on a run here. And like you said, hopefully have a lead or even tie things up going into the half.
And Goodline is one of the better players that we have seen in an HU uniform over the past several years. Could go down as one of the best ever, on pace to be a top 5 scorer in this program's history. Right now, maybe just forcing it a tad. 3 of 11, 2 of 6 from 3, but he'll find his way to get involved more and start getting in the scoring column more often. Right now, maybe find that other guy, see if they can get that inside out to work with Landon Jordan. And if Lane Sparks is in, find the hot hand.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that Zach Goodline is kind of forcing up some shots right now. He's trying to create some space. I think Huntington could just be moving the ball a little bit more to create other opportunities for other guys on the team. Zach's more than capable, but I think Marian's smarter. They know that Zach's going to be the guy who scores for them, so they're putting more pressure and they're finding ways to guard him.
And Goodline's done a great job distributing the ball as well. I mean, he's not having a poor game by any means. He's got 9 points and 6 assists. So he's definitely finding the open guy. You just think some of those guys are really playing him physically on defense. Maybe give himself a rest, find an open shooter in the corner, see what can happen. .113 remaining. It is 36-34, Marian Knights. Huntington trying to tie it up or take the lead before halftime. There's Hummerkaus, left wing. Got Cherry on him now, 6'8" on 6'8". Hummerkaus thinks about it, now has to kick it out to Goodline, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Goodline in, Sparks, wing, 3, no good. Rebound, Lane Cable. Good look there from Sparks. Marian trying to extend their lead here. They've got Ames with Sparks guarding him down low, trying to get it to him, but can't. Cherry now, Lane Cable corner, 9 on the shot clock. Cherry's gonna try his luck. He doesn't get it to go. Jordan rebound, a lot of arm as well. Huntington can save it for the last shot, 19 seconds.
Looks like Coach Alford's trying to put something together here, tie it up before the half.
Big chance for the Foresters here. This could be a momentum-changing possession. 6 on the clock. 4, step back, got it! A last-second three-point buzzer beater for Zach Goodline, and with that, the Foresters will take the lead with them into the half. Goodline with a deep one, trusting his shot despite a tough shooting half, and gets that one to fall, and the Foresters, just like that, will lead after 1.
Yeah, I think that might be a good momentum shift there, Preston. I think that might have Zach in a better maybe in a better rhythm coming into the second half. And I think that we might see more shots like that fall. He's taken quite a few of them like that, but hasn't really had any luck. And I think that might change going into the second half.
There's been a lot of ebbs and flows in this game. It's a game of runs. You saw it in the girls' game before this, where Marian would go on a run, Huntington would go on a run. Same exact thing here. And Zach Goodline able to grab that momentum and swing it to him for Coach Alford to be, I'd say, fairly pleased heading into halftime. He lost Pulver earlier with 2 fouls. Goodline didn't shoot it well, and yet you're beating the number 5 team in the nation.
Yeah, they're finding ways to share the ball and score. They're working together collectively as a team really well. And it's been kind of a game of catch-up for both teams rather than being so back and forth. It's been one team getting ahead, the other one making a run, vice versa, like you were saying before. So really excited to see what comes after the half. Stay tuned. Once again, we want to thank our sponsors. We also want to thank the crew of FTN Sports putting this live stream together. And after the half, we'll have some halftime analysis. I'm Dylan Herring with Preston Husband, and this is FTN Sports.
That sounds good. Should I be looking at the camera? All right, hey, we're back inside Platt Arena. I'm Preston Husband alongside Dylan Herring. An exciting first half for the Huntington Foresters as they lead by 1. Just about to start up this second half. The Foresters came out. They struggled a little bit to start the game. They're down as much as 6 to start the evening, but then they turned it around. Lane Sparks went on a little 9-0 run by himself, and it's got the Foresters back on top here at the half.
Yeah, he's been having a great season. It's been proven time and time again that when he gets hot, he'll keep going. And something I said right before we got into the half is that last shot that Zach Goodline just took is what we're used to seeing, and I think he's going to start getting in a rhythm and start getting warmed up and get on a hot streak as well. That's going to really be a big momentum shift for the Foresters.
Yeah, and all it takes is one of those shots to get Zach Goodline going, one of the better point guards in all of the Crossroads League.
Yeah.
And across the nation, preseason Crossroads League Player of the Year votes. He had several of them. Of course, Seth Maxwell from Indiana Wesleyan got the most votes out of that. But he's going to be a first-team All-Crossroads League player probably for this year. And the exciting news is the Foresters get him back next year as well for his COVID year.
Yeah, he's a great player. I've enjoyed watching him the past few years. He's also just a great guy in general. But he's just phenomenal. He's a versatile player. I've been saying that all game. Probably sounds like I'm beating a dead horse at this point, but he can get inside and he can make a move that just creates enough space for him to get a shot off. And you've been kind of calling them circus shots. I think that's fun. That's the kind of stuff that he does, but he might also catch him in the corner outside for a three-pointer, and there's no doubt he's going to make it.
Yeah, he makes the game a lot of fun to watch. He can add finesse, but he also does the small things right, including dishing it off to his teammates for the game-leading 6 assists that he has so far. For Marian, they lost their point guard very early in the game. 7 minutes in, 2 fouls. Boom, they're still right in the game. Christian Harvey is one of the better leaders that you will see around. You even talk to the HU coaching staff. They love what Christian Harvey does, and he is really what keeps them rolling. So Huntington's going to have to stay strong. Goodline's going to want to continue to go at Harvey, maybe pick up a few more fouls and see if Huntington can continue the momentum in their direction.
Yeah, so far, I mean, this has been a great game. This is a good matchup like we predicted. 2 really good teams. And we're excited to see where this goes.
For sure. We got about 20 seconds left until we start this second half up. Corey Alford, I'm sure, had a very enthusiastic chat with his team in the locker room. They look to come out. There's also some good scores happening for the Foresters around the Crossroads League. Taylor's beating Grace, so that is huge for Huntington's chances to jump on top of the table, jump on top of the standings, and continue to make their way up the charts. And, of course, you always want to end the year in that top 4 spot.
Absolutely.
We're about to get things back underway here. Huntington up 1 as we head into the second half. It is only the 5th Crossroads League game of the year, but it's a huge one here today. Let's see how it finishes. Curry right away, trying to go at Jordan. Fade away, short, rebound, Jordan. Good defense right away. Huntington, a chance to extend the lead. Good line with those 6 assists, trying to find his teammates here in this second half as well. Good line, gonna drive. He's got a chance to go up, no foul, straight into the body of Goman. Marian a chance to run, Brian. Good shooter. Curry's going to try one. He misses. Landon Jordan with the big board.
Right here from this angle, you could see Landon Jordan just had a little bit more reach there to just get possession of the ball.
Lane Sparks mid-range. It's short, and it's going to be caught by Curry for the rebound. Good look from Sparks. Just can't get that one to fall. Now 5 for 10 on the night. Couple empty possessions here for both teams. Harvey's going to try mid-range. He gets it to go over Jordan. Good matchup for him. Would love to see Huntington get Hank Pulver back involved. He had the first 5, nothing since. Good line in. He's blocked by Curry again. Good line a little too deep there. Harvey running. Brian trying to get one off quickly, but good line's there with good hands. Has to send it all the way back to the half-court line to Harvey. 15 on the shot clock. Harvey trying to work. It's going to be Goman driving in. Mid-range, no. Curry over to Lane Cable. Let's see who takes it. It's Goman. It's no good. And it's an offensive rebound for Harvey, who goes up, and he's blocked. Nice play by Jordan as Harvey did not like that one.
Yeah, it looked like there might have been some contact. It's kind of hard from this angle.
Lane Sparks with the drive, and they're going to call this on the floor. Oh my goodness, that one's close. As they're going to call that one free throw line extended. It looked like Sparks got that shot off with the left hand, but instead it's on the floor. And once again, Corey Alford's asking how as Brian picks up his first. And a little discussion here. The score should be 38-37. Marian, the basket will not count as they counted it as a foul on the floor. So it's all fixed here as Coach Hetty wanted that to be secured. And Goodline's going to trigger it from down underneath. It's going to get a little tense here in the second half. Goodline trying to go to work. Pass fake. Now to Pulver. Pulver's going to try to do something offensively. Goodline looking. Harvey, good defense. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Drive, tough shot, blocked by Curry. And Curry gets his own rebound off the block. He goes up, and he can't finish. Now the Foresters have number. Pulver into the lane. He scores it. Right through the body of Brian, who tried swiping it away. Great play by Pulver. Took the contact and scored. Huntington 1-point lead. Harvey has Jordan on him again. They're trying to get it to Curry. Ben Hummerkaus takes it away. Big possession here for the Foresters. Jordan, good post location, and he's going to get fouled, and that's going to be Christian Harvey's third of the night. The score is 39-38 with 17 minutes remaining. Landon Jordan heads to the line. He had a quick 4 right out of the gate, and this is not his strong suit, but he continues to work on it. Every single game, you watch him during the pregame, he is constantly taking free throws. Big one's coming up. First one off the heel, and he'll get another.
Yeah, that's an aspect of his game that definitely needs to be one of his strongest, being a bigger guy. He's naturally gonna have more contact down low, that he's gonna be shooting more foul shots than most players on his team.
And if he can continue to work on that, and I believe he will, and I believe he does have a good-looking shot, he has a chance to really add to his points per game total throughout his career, but he does go 0 for 2 here. Harvey sticking in there with 3 fouls. Pass, Ames, travel, yes. Ames, too many jumps there down low. Tried getting to his left hand, unable to do so without traveling. So another chance for the Foresters to take a 3 or 4 point lead. 2 fouls on Marian already this half. Good line on Harvey, who's got 3. Hummerkaus tries a deep one, no good. Rebound, Lane Cable, and he gets to run now with Lane Sparks behind the play. Bowman has it, has been awfully quiet today compared to his last time against the Foresters. Lane Cable tries on Goodline, and he gets it to go somehow, as it was great defense by Goodline, but Lane Cable better offense as he knocks that one down.
Yeah, he was on him pretty good. It was a nice little spin move, and he stuck with the shot, and it went down.
Marian with the lead again, 16 minutes left. Landon Jordan catch, finish with the left. Nice pass from Goodline.
What's ironic here, Preston, is that we talked about how this wasn't much of a back-and-forth game, and here we are now. It's a pretty back-and-forth game.
Yeah, we are currently trading possessions back and forth here as Ames tries to use his side, and he throws it directly out of bounds. He definitely has the size on the Foresters, but 2 of them on the big man down low forces a turnover, and Huntington will have the ball after the 16 media timeout upcoming. Back inside Platt Arena, you're watching FDN Sports. We've got a good one here, 41-40. The Foresters lead the Marian Knights with 15:52 left. As I mentioned, a lot of scores going well for the Foresters around the Crossroads League. This could be a huge day in the standings for the Foresters just 5 games in. You put this one on your resume, you're feeling awfully good about yourselves.
Yeah, and they have a lot of potential. This Forester team has shown that they can make runs, they can put something together. So I think that's a very real possibility this game.
Hummerkaus gets it in the high post. Let's see if he goes to work. Skips it. Pulver now up top, nowhere to go, 10 on the shot clock. Good line, might have to force one here on Harvey. Gets inside, floater, he gets fouled. Let's see who it's on. If it's on Harvey, that's 4. I don't think they're gonna get him, they're gonna get Whitaker. But good line pushing it there with the shot clock running down, able to get to the free throw line. That's gonna be Zach Goodline's second and third attempt on the night. 90% free throw shooter. First one up is no good.
Yeah, something I would say watching the Foresters last year is they struggled with the free throw percentage quite a bit. And I would argue that it even cost them a few games. And that's something they really need to nail down, especially this year.
Goodline does get the second one, so it extends the lead to 2. And they are going to be crucial here today. Every point's going to end up mattering, Dylan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Marian now trying to tie it up. 15 left. Big Crossroads League matchup today inside Platt Arena. Goldman trying to go high-low with Ames, unable to do so. Harvey, step back, no good as he airballs that one. Harvey, as good as he is, does not shoot the 3 ball very well, only 14% on the year as he is unable to finish that one. It was a good move, everything but the finish, and that'll give the ball right back to the Foresters.
Yeah, he did a great job of creating space there, but couldn't quite finish.
Here's a chance to take a big swing. How about Hank Pulver? Short, rebound Wilson. Good line now, gonna go to work. Crossover between the legs, nice move, can't get space from Harvey. Pulver trying to work to Sparks, who gets it to roll. Lefty to lefty as Sparks gets it going. Now a 4-point lead, biggest of the day for the Foresters.
Lane Sparks is trying to keep it going, and once again, pun intended, he's going to be the spark plug to keep this Forester team
too easy of a basket there, given up by the Foresters defense as Harvey finishes with the left. He's not been a huge scorer here today, but does get the easy one there. Good line once more, and he's fouled as Ames comes down on the arm, and Goodline's heading back to the charity stripe.
Zach Goodline's doing what he does best, and that's finding a way to get to the basket, and he's going to keep continuing to draw fouls, and eventually these free throws are going to start dropping.
And if you don't watch the game and you're just checking the stats, you see Zach Goodline's 4 for 14. How can you say he's having a good game? He's the most important player for the Foresters every single game out, and he's still getting the job done with the 7 assists as well. He's going to get a lot of opportunities to go at Harvey, pick up that 4th, 5th foul, and keep the foot on the pedal to push the Foresters over the top here today. Second one is up and good, knocks them both down, and now Goodline up to 15. 4-point lead, see if the Foresters can get a stop.
Yeah, going back to that Zach Goodline, what you were saying, I think that Zach, regardless of how many points he scores, one, he's always given everything he's got, and it always shows.
Lane Cable with a tough one, can't finish, rebound Wilson. Foresters don't have numbers, but Goodline is pushing it up the court. Wilson thought about it and gives it back to Goodline. Let's see what he's got in store. It's a step back and no good, just off. This place would have blew up a little long there. Knights back with it. Goldman trying to push it to Lane Cable. Down to Ames, size advantage, knocked away. Ben cannot get to the loose ball. It's going to lead to an open 3. Goldman, good. Unlucky there for the Foresters, as it's actually only a 2-pointer here in front of us. Goldman with the foot on the line. Good line with it on the left wing. Gizzy on him. He's going to drive right by him with the finish. Nice move by Goodline. Explosiveness to go right by Gizzy.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed too about Zach watching him over the years is I don't think I've ever seen the guy get tired. He'll probably have some of the most minutes on this team, and he's always given 100%.
Gizzy over to Lane Cable, gamble by Sparks. Lane Cable drives in, tries to finish, and he does. Somehow Lane Cable finds a way to put that one in, as now he's starting to come alive.
Yeah, I'd say although Marian did score on that, Ben Hummerkaus did a good job of that awareness of Lane Sparks taking that gamble, as you called it. Ben made sure to get back to try to still put pressure on that shot.
Huntington trying to answer. Sparks to Pulver. He's open for a second. He's bodied down there by Goman. Huntington will keep possession. Looks like Marian's going to make a couple changes. Tayshawn Cherry's coming in along with Nolan Foster. 6'8", 6'10", Ames will come out. And it looks like there's a little confusion on someone took a timeout, as Coach Hetty thought that maybe the officials had called a medio just about there, 19 seconds away, as the teams reset and the Foresters have the ball. Good line to Landon, wide open, and he finishes through the contact from Foster. Those two have been working together all game long. Another 4-point lead. Can the Foresters get a stop? Whitaker tries to shove into Wilson. Wilson's called for the body before the shot. As Alford's going to go to the bench again. Pulver's coming in, Wilson coming out. Nice to give Pulver a little breather as he checks back in. That was Wilson's second foul on the night. Gizzy triggers the inbounds play. Whitaker all the way over to Gizzy again. Dyer guarding him. Wide opens Curry underneath. Jordan got a little too sucked in on the pass from Gizzy, and it's an easy layup to make this a 2-point game again. It is 50-48 in favor of the Foresters. Good line surveying, trying to go back behind the back, can't get anywhere. Hummerkaus bodied, no call. He's going to dribble again in the lane. Tough shot and a finish. How do you do that at 6'8"? What a play by Ben Hummerkaus, putting that one in around 3 defenders. Dribbles through, finishes, and now Foresters back on top by 4.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff Ben Hummerkaus does. And
Whitaker wide open, he gets one to go.
Yeah, great.
Foresters out of sorts there on defense.
Great wide open three, but back to Ben Hummerkaus, he's kind of a Kevin Durant-like type player.
And it looks like Gizzy's going to be called for another one, as he had a handful of Goodline's jersey. And Coach Hetty's not pleased about that one, as he thought that Goodline was swatting the arms away. Either way, it's the 6th-team foul on Marian, 1 away from the bonus for the Foresters. Kind of the opposite roles here in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. Foul trouble can get you in trouble.
Absolutely.
That's why we call it foul trouble. But
Yep.
I think that could be a huge disadvantage for Marian if they continue to foul. Foresters will find a way to make those free throws fall.
Good line working. It's Joel Dyer, wide open, no good. Jordan, rebound, fouled. Man, close to some big baskets there with the Foresters, as Dyer's barely rolled out. And Jordan's there again, having a great game on the glass here tonight.
Yeah, great work by Landon Jordan, staying with the shot, getting the rebound, and trying to get a bucket. And you know what? Contact's just as good if he can make these 2 shots.
First one up, and it's good. Huge free throw there. A sigh of relief from the crowd, as once again, Jordan's shot looks good. Just will continue to work on it, and he's up to 9 points, 9 rebounds on the night. Second one's away, it's off. Rebound down to Brian. Huntington needs a stop defensively. Continues to go back and forth with this Marian squad. Goman with Pulver all over him. Whitaker now. Had a good game for these Knights. Jordan nearly knocks it away. Tries. No good, or it is good, and it's an and one for Whitaker, as Jordan's called for the foul. It looks like Jordan was going to get to that one, just unable to do so. And Whitaker fills it up again, as he's now the leading scorer for the Knights.
Yeah, it's a big bucket there for Marian. The and one's always good. And now this could potentially put them in the lead, maybe shift some momentum here in the game, and Marian might make a run.
Whitaker with 13 on the night, make it 14 as now Marian's up by 1 with just over 10 minutes remaining. It's going to be back and forth the rest of the way, just like last year's game at Marian in the Crossroads League tournament. Huntington throws it into Pulver, and he finishes. It was Sparks with the nice look. And Pulver with his natural left hand gets that one to go off glass.
Yeah, not only can Hank Pulver shoot, but he can also get inside and create scoring opportunities just like he did there.
Brian lets one go. He misses. Rebound, Whitaker, block. No, another foul and a finish. As Huntington just could not finish the possession defensively. Pulver gets called on the arm, and Whitaker finishes again.
Yeah, Pulver there with the ball was smacking the ball, trying to say that there was no physical contact there and that it was all ball. He's continuing to talk to the ref right now about it. Ref says otherwise.
Now 8 offensive rebounds for the Knights. That's kind of been HU's kryptonite a little bit so far this year, especially in the game against Taylor. And they're going to have to find a way to close those defensive possessions out. But right now, still only down 2 with 10 left. See who takes the big shot here for the Foresters as Hummerkaus is looking for Jordan. Good line now on Harvey. He goes up, tough shot, gets it to fall.
Yeah, I think I said this before. He might not be the tallest guy, but he finds a way to shoot over defenders and get a bucket just like that.
And he knows in the back of his head that Harvey has 3 fouls, so going right at him is a great choice and a good decision for Huntington's offense overall. Harvey in the lane, gets bumped off his drive, gets it back after Goman can't hold on. This is Cherry. And blocked! Jordan, meet me at the summit as Christian Harvey can't get it to go. Foresters chance for the lead. Euro from good line. Lane Sparks in the lane. Reset a little bit. Hummerkaus trying to drive. He gets another tough one up. Can't get it to go. Out of bounds on Marian. It'll be Huntington's ball.
Yeah, let's go back to that Landon Jordan block. That's a big deal right there. Any defensive stop that Huntington can get is a big deal for them. But his wingspan, he can reach so long. That smack was pretty loud when he got that block.
Talk about 2 guys who can hop out of the gym. That would be Harvey and Jordan. Jordan went and got it. Let's see if HU can grab the lead back from Marian. Good line, a deep one. He got it!
I tell you what, he might not be scoring a lot this game, but he's hitting the shots that matter, that's for sure.
Good line from way downtown. One jab and a big long ball over top of Harvey. A big shot from Zach Goodline, calling on your leader when you need him. All right, we're going to take a quick break here as these 2 teams are going to take a 30-second timeout. We've got 8:46 left. The Foresters lead 60-57 on the FDN Sports Network.
And we're back on FDN Sports. I'm Dylan Herring here with Preston Husband. And we want to thank our 2022 sponsors so far. These people support Platt Arena. A lot of great businesses here. One that always comes to mind is Salsa Grill. Great food.
Absolutely. And we've got one that's pretty spicy here today, if that's what you like. 60-57, Foresters up by 3. Curry's going to try a tough fadeaway. Can't get it to go. Jordan rebound. He's into double figures on the board. Can Huntington take control? If someone's going to do it, probably good line. Hummerkaus tries, gets it ripped away. Gizzy finds the open Brian. Marian's running, but no numbers. Goldman trying to find the open man. He's going to find Whitaker up top. Huntington resets defensively. 17 on the shot clock for Marian. Brian fires, no good. Jordan nearly comes down with it, but can't, and it goes straight to Cherry. Unable to hold on to that one's Jordan, as thinks he got pushed in the back a little bit, just unable to come up with that board. Let's see how that plays out.
Yeah, he looks a little frustrated. It looked like Goodline was trying to tell him to settle down a bit and cool off, trying to keep his guys together mentally. That's a big deal.
Surveying the court again. He's thinking about a step back, does not pull the trigger. Pulver looking for an outlet. 9 on the shot clock. 7:30 in the game. 6, 5. Goodline forcing it. Deep 2. No. Oh, and Hank Pulver came through, and they called a foul on the arm. It looked like Pulver got nothing but the ball, but it's going to favor Marian here, as that's now the 4th team foul on Huntington University. As we're going to have another media timeout here, we'll take a short break with the players. You're listening to FDN Sports. Welcome back inside Platt Arena. It is a good contest going on here today, as Huntington leads 60-59 with just 7:24 remaining. Huntington right now fighting for their lives, it seems like, on every defensive possession. They're getting those stops and haven't been able to finish a few of them. And it's going to be a fun finish down the stretch here, as Huntington's looking for that first big signature win of the year against the Marian Knights.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what these teams are putting together here. Obviously, things are changing as the game's going on. It's become a very back and forth game. And I feel like we've seen quite a few surprises here. So guys like Lance Sparks really figuring things out and getting these guys going. And as he's in, I think he's going to continue to do that.
1 point lead for the Foresters. Just 7 minutes remain. Big win for either side here today, whoever gets it. And it's going to be Hummerkaus with the block. It's stuck in the side of the rim, and that's Forrester's ball. Talk about Ben Hummerkaus. You can talk about him offensively all you want, about how talented he is and how much higher he could even go, but that is his 27th block on the year. He is an elite shot blocker, not only in the Crossroads League, but in the country, and he shows it off there, getting HU the possession. Hummerkaus thinks about it right around the free throw line. Goodline's going to reset. 15 on the shot clock. Wilson, 3, no. Cherry rebound.
Looked like Zach Goodline tried to swipe it up over his head there for a second.
Alford wants the guys to get back to play defense. Whitaker with it. Goldman searching for someone. Whitaker's going to have it. He's going to drive in on Goodline. Good defense. See if he forces up a shot. He does, and it's blocked by Hummerkaus.
Yeah,
Sparks a chance to run.
Great awareness there by Hummerkaus, seeing that he had an opportunity because he thought Goodline was on him, that he could try to get over, and Ben stepping in with the block.
Goodline to the rim. No, can't get it to finish as he's on the ground. Thought he got fouled. Back comes Marian. Goldman to Bryan. Now Curry. He's going to go up, and nothing called. Whitaker rebound. Can't finish. Another chance, and Hank gets it. Goodline trying to push. Goes into Harvey, nothing there, and he loses it. Harvey hops on it, and it's a foul on Goodline.
Yeah, Goodline doesn't look too happy about that. A lot of stuff going on there. Not sure if a lot of falling going on. I'm wondering if anyone looked like there for a second someone might be injured. Harvey's kind of hunched over at the moment.
And on the last drive from Goodline, there was a ton of contact, and Coach Alford is begging the official right in front of our monitor to call that foul. He's explaining that he could hear the slap from the bench. and unable to get the call was Goodline. Huntington's just going to have to play through it. They're just going to have to continue to play through it and find a way to close this game out on their own.
Yeah, can't get caught up in the foul game. Something I said last game is they can't let the refs determine the game for you. Got to work with what you have.
Cherry handoff to Harvey. Lane Cagle back in. He's going to flip it over, but Jordan's there, way up in the air to steal it. Foresters can run again. Sparks to the rim, gets it to go.
Yeah, great work by the
possession.
Foresters to get the quick bucket there.
Lane's the guy you want out in front of the crowd as Corey is really telling his guys to get down in their stance, and the crowd is coming alive with them. Lane Cable had a chance, didn't take it. It's going to be Goman, open three, can't get it to go, rebound Jordan. Here's the chance for the Foresters to take a swing. How about Hummerkaus? Yeah! Ben Hummerkaus with a big-time triple.
And everyone here inside Platt Arena is loving it. The Foresters are showing up. And like I said, Ben Hummerkaus, that versatile guy, he's going to make that shot right when it matters.
The Foresters go on a little run to take a 6-point lead, their largest of the day, in just 5 minutes remaining. You can feel it in here now. The fans are starting to think. I'm starting to think. I think you're starting to think the Foresters are going to pull away with this one if they can just keep the foot on the pedal and continue to score on offense, put together those good defensive possessions, and come away with those defensive rebounds.
Yeah, that was a big shot right there. Everyone stood up as soon as he made it. I'm not going to lie, I got chills. It's always fun watching big moments like this in sports and seeing guys like Ben Hummerkaus pull something like that off.
Ben Hummerkaus has not shot the ball entirely well throughout the season. His stats are very good. He has shot the ball well as far as the entire course of the season, but he has had tough games where it's not come off his hand right. He's not been able to find it from deep, but he's hit 2 absolutely huge three-pointers here today, and nothing bigger than the last one in transition there to put the Foresters up 6. Coach Alford has his guys back on the court, and Marian does as well. This would be an absolutely enormous win for the Foresters here today. Just continue to build that resume, hopefully find a way back to the national tournament again, and who knows with this roster how far you can go.
Yeah, I think a win here would say a lot about this team and what they plan to do the rest of the season.
Christian Harvey trying to get into the lane, can't do so. They're going to reset. It's Gizzy. Wilson on him, good defense. Switch Hummerkaus. Harvey tries again, blocked by Jordan, and another rebound as he gets fouled from behind. Talk about a coming out party. Landon Jordan here today is getting it done on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, Harvey kept trying to run those fakes and pivoting and turning, and Jordan was seeing right through it. As soon as he went up, there was not a chance.
I think that's Jordan's 3rd block on the night now. Him and Hummerkaus making it hard on the guards for Marian. Now can he knock down the free throws? First one up, in and out, rebound Lane Cable. 4:38 left, 6-point advantage Foresters. Marian's offense out of sorts right now. Harvey's going to try to do it himself, and it's Jordan again! Not today! As Jordan gets way up and hits that one out. Little head nod as Landon Jordan has provided the energy here in this second half.
Yeah, it seems to me that Landon Jordan's caught onto a pattern here. They keep just giving the ball to Harvey, and as he drives, as Lane Sparks takes that ball away.
How about Sparks as well? Will Huntington push? We'll see. They're going to reset, let Goodline come get it. Big possession here. 4 minutes left, 20 on the shot clock. Huntington by 6.
Yeah, as I was saying before, I think that Marian needs to find a different way to score. They can't just keep trying to have Harvey push to the basket.
And it looks like HU is going to be called for an offensive foul in the post as Hummerkaus picks it up. That's going to be the team's 6 now. Next one will put Marian into the bonus. That's Hummerkaus' first foul of the night as Harvey checks out for Marian. They'll go with Gizzy Goman, Cherry, Lane Cable, and in the corner, Whitaker. So without their senior point guard, the leader of this team, let's see where the offense goes. Just under 4 minutes. It's going to be Whitaker, the sophomore. Spin move up, no good. Blocked by Sparks. Rebound Jordan. Off to Hummerkaus. Over to Goodline. 3-ball. He got it! Zach Goodline.
Once again,
9-point lead.
It's the shots that count. Zach Goodline's going to hit them.
Corey Alford telling the crowd to get on their feet. 3 minutes to go. Goldman in the lane. He can't get it to go. Pulver rebound. Let's see who gets it now. It's Goodline. He has been going off here in this second half. Will they call his name again? Looks for it. Landon. Lob with the hammer.
We got some Air Jordan
and
action.
He's going to get a technical foul. Unbelievable.
Wow.
It looks like it might go on 2 of them as Jordan went way up top and slammed it home.
And we had some Landon Air Jordan action there. We all were hoping that alley-oop was coming, but everyone seems to be confused about this foul.
Landon Jordan is an extremely exciting player, but sometimes he does let his emotions get the best of him. We've seen that throughout the past. It's going to go on Landon Jordan, and that's going to give a couple of free throws to Lane Cable down there. I'm not sure that was enough of a reaction. This is a heated game. 2 rivals. Let them play.
Yeah.
Lane Cable, first one up is good.
Hey, I might even argue here, Preston, that these shots really aren't that big of a deal. Now with their lead, the game's not as close. It's probably the biggest lead they've had the whole game.
For sure.
They just need to keep moving and not let that call dictate the rest of the game and dictate their mindset.
Lane Cable, chance to cut it to single digits, and he doesn't as he misses it. Lane Cable, pretty decent at the free throw line throughout his career, 80% this season. Can't get it to go. But now it's a 10-point lead. The Foresters need a stop. That play's over. Wipe it away, get the next stop, finish the game. 3 minutes, let's go. Gizzy into the lane, he can't get it, but it's Whitaker, 3-ball, good. 4-point possession, just like that.
Yeah, with all these blocks down low, Marian's starting to learn they need to try to keep the ball outside, and maybe some of those shots like that will start to fall.
Good line with Gizzy on him. He's been the guy. Let's see where they go to next. Next foul will send the Foresters to the free throw line against Marian. Good line surveys, gets in the lane, step back, what a move, and he can't get it. Lane Cable rips it away. He's got Brian to his left, gives it to him, and it's up and under, good. 5-point lead now for the Foresters. Buckle up, it's gonna get interesting.
Yeah, that lead already is down to 5 points. Seemed like a healthy lead before. Marian's making a run, and they've already cut it in half.
2 minutes left in Platt Arena. Huntington trying to take a big game home with them. Sparks into Pulver, and it's gonna be called a foul on Marian. And now their fans are questioning the call. But that will put Pulver at the line for a 1-and-1. A chance to make this a 3-possession game if both of them go. Could be huge in these final 2 minutes. Pulver just a 59% free throw shooter on the year. Biggest one so far on the evening. First one up. Gets it to go. Big shot there from Pulver.
Yeah, you can count on a guy like Hank Pulver to hit these shots. And this is a big deal for the Foresters.
A lot of the fans' favorite Forester is Hank Pulver. Plays hard every time, and he knocks down the 2 biggest free throws of the day. Huntington up 7, 2 minutes left. Gizzy running the point with Harvey on the bench. Sparks reaches, and he did. And he's going to get called for a foul as that will send Gizzy to the line for a 1-and-1.
Yeah, got to be careful to not make, silly fouls and make contact that's kind of unnecessary when the game's this close and there's only 2 minutes left on the clock. You don't want to provide more opportunities for Marian to score.
Gizzy, a 75% free throw shooter on the year. Seeing if he can cut into the lead. He doesn't as Jordan grabs down the board. Front end of a 1-and-1 missed, and Jordan's able to collect it. Landon Jordan is putting on a clinic on the boards as he is able to just continue to rip these down. He's got 14 on the night, 11 points to go with it. Huntington now has a chance to close this out. Got to go to the free throw line and make them when you get the chance. They're going to go to their go-to guy, Goodline. Goodline having a monster night, 25 points, 9 assists, a lot of it in the second half.
Yeah, like I said before, he's going to score when it matters.
Let's see who's got the chance to put it away. Hank Pulver, no good, long. Lane Sparks tries to get the rebound. It goes to Cherry. Marian a chance to get back in transition on offense. Cherry takes a three. It's no good. Rebound Sparks and a foul. Lane Sparks rises above the offensive players, grabs it out of the air, and he'll head to the line for 2 of them. You cannot say enough about Lane Sparks. Never gives up on a play. He fears nothing, and now he gets to go to the chance to hopefully ice this one.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that's always given it his all, and it's shown this game because he's had a heck of a game. And I think that's a big reason why the Foresters are ahead.
Sparks knocks down the first one. He's up to 16 on the night, averaging just that in conference play. What a find this was for Coach Alford's staff. Sparks again, no good. Rebound, Cherry. 8-point lead, 1:15 left. Huntington trying to close out a big win, and Sparks reaches in again.
Yeah, I like it to see guys get aggressive, but might be getting a little too aggressive at this point. And like I was saying before, little petty fouls like this are things they can't afford when the game is this close with only a little over a minute left to go.
And you can see the senior Zach Goodline consoling his sophomore Sparks, saying, there's no reason for those fouls right now. Let's play good, solid defense. Make them make the shots.
Yeah.
Gizzy back out at the line after a 1-and-1 misses last time. He gets it to go. Gizzy pretty quiet here tonight. That's just his 3rd point of the night, all from the free throw line. Excuse me, his 2nd point of the night, just 2 made free throws. 73-66. Huntington trying to get it done. Just a few possessions away. Gizzy makes the 2nd. It is a 2-possession game. Into Goodline. That's who you want to have it. A minute remains inside Platt Arena. Huntington trying to knock off number 5 in the nation. He's got Gizzy on him. This is the matchup we've seen a lot in the second half. 13 on the shot clock. Who wants it? Goodline now with Cherry on him. He goes inside, throws it up, and it's going to be a shooting foul. 2 shots coming to Goodline.
Yeah, great work by Goodline to drive and keep getting some contact. That's a big deal for him. If he drains these, they're going to keep shutting out the Marian Knights. And it looked like over here there was some frustration on the Marian Knights bench. Maybe I think Coach has something to say. Maybe some strategy to try to keep them in the game with only about 50 seconds left to go.
Goodline nails the first. He's up to 26. We talked about how poorly he was shooting in the first half, 4 of 14. In the second half, he's come out, he's 4 of 7, and he's added 13 more to his total, along with 9 dishes to his teammates to lead to assists. Goodline, the 2nd makes it. 8-point lead, 50 seconds away.
Yeah, like I was saying before, I knew there'd be a momentum shift with Zach Goodline. He'd find a rhythm and start watching more fall.
Whitaker tries a long one. It's no good. Now it is. It looked like there was no chance that was going in. And Whitaker finds the roll as Sparks now strapped. And the call is going to be a foul on the Marian Knights. It looks like Gizzy's going to pick that one up.
Yeah, Sparks looking a little frustrated. They were all over him. Probably could have called that foul a lot sooner, but now we get to play the foul game.
Talk about how good Huntington's starters had to be tonight. They have every single one of Huntington's points. No bench points tonight for the Foresters. Not saying that those other guys haven't played an important role, but all 75 points for the Foresters have come from their 5 starters.
Yep.
Sparks sends it up, and it's good.
37.3 seconds left.
Are we going to do an interview with Coach Alford? Here it is, 36 seconds left. Foresters up 7. Gizzy going to try to go in. Sparks tries to block it, but Gizzy able to finish. 31 seconds left, 5-point lead. It's just about making free throws at this point. And Coach Alford's going to take a timeout just to avoid any unnecessary turnovers. Talk about fighting back in this one. The Foresters look to be pushing their way out of this game early in that first half, down 8 points. They come right back. They take that lead with the good line step back in the first half heading into the locker room, and that momentum came right back out with them.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're going to take a second here for a break. We got a big game here between the Knights and the Foresters. We'll be right back on FDN Sports. Welcome back on FDN Sports. That's just talk back? Okay, great, good.
Welcome back inside Platt Arena. The Foresters are just 29 seconds away from a top 5 win within the Crossroads League. They've been led by Zach Goodline, Lane Sparks, Landon Jordan, Hank Pulver, and Ben Hummerkaus. All the starters are who have put the points on the board tonight. All 77 from the starting 5 for the Foresters, compared to Marian, who's come out and they've had 30 bench points. So you talk about leaning on your top 5 guys. That's exactly what Coach Alford's done here tonight.
Yeah, these guys know how to put it together, and I think it really shows how strong this team is and how well they can work together.
Hummerkaus breaks the press over to Pulver. Now Goodline. He is going to hold on to it, I would assume, and he does.
Yeah, it looks like they're playing a big old game of tag right now as everyone's kind of chasing everybody. Good job by the Foresters to keep the ball moving to try to keep the clock running.
That is exactly who you want in the game right now. At the free throw line is Zach Goodline, 91% on the year coming in. He has missed one today. You can't say enough about Zach Goodline.
Yeah, that one free throw is that 9%, you know.
Goodline, first one up, and it's good. You talk about someone who had a sour taste in their mouth. That was Zach Goodline last time he played Marian. Christian Harvey forced him into 6 turnovers in that game at Marian, and somehow Huntington was still able to stay within 4 as Goodline knocks down the second. But he wanted that win so bad. 2 of the best in the nation today here at the point guard position, and Goodline got the best of Harvey today. Shot clock's off, 16 seconds remain. Brian tries getting in. He shoots a little fadeaway, gets it to go. Still just a 5-point game, 12 seconds. Goodline gonna trigger it, trying to find an open guy. It's Hummerkaus who gets fouled before he catches. So Marian now just trying to extend this game at the free throw line. If the score holds, Huntington moves to 4-1 in the Crossroads League and 10-2 on the year, and Marian will have that same overall record, but Marian will fall to 3-2 in the conference.
Yeah, so far it seems to be a good start for the Foresters this season, and this win would be huge.
Hummerkaus nails the first. He's up to 11. Hummerkaus with the second, gets it to go. 81-74, 11 seconds left. No fouls here on defense. Gizzy, Brian, he's going to want to force one. Can't do it. Whitaker now tries, and it's no good. And the Foresters are going to win the basketball game. How about that? A huge win for the Foresters today, as they're able to stay at home, use their home court advantage, and come away with a top 5 win in the nation and a huge conference win for this squad. The crowd loves it, the coaching staff loves it, and the players, of course, love it, as the Foresters are victorious on their home court, 81-74 today.
Yeah, great work today by the Foresters. Saw a lot of great things today, and it's been a great start to the season for them. And we're talking about that Nationals run. I wouldn't be surprised to see it happen another year in a row. So really a lot of great things from this team.
That's a gritty win here today for the Foresters as they're able to find their way into the win column here. Their last time out, they struggled against Taylor at home, and they weren't able to take a win home that they felt like they needed to. But today they get that one back, and this one's going to feel a lot sweeter. As Coach Alford celebrates with his team, as he always does. Goodline was the key today. He had 29 and 9. Lane Sparks was the second leading scorer with 18. He went on a big run. Hummerkaus with 12. Jordan with 11. Hank with 11. Starters did all the work today.
Yeah, stay tuned for some post-game analysis. We're going to take a quick break here. Thanks for watching on FDN Sports.
All right, welcome back to Platt Arena. The Foresters come away with a huge win today against the number 5 team in the country. Excellent call by you. It was a blast being in here today. The energy was great, and the Foresters just worked so hard. But you talk about what they did today, no bench points, and they're still able to come away with an 81-74 game win, over the Marian Knights.
Yeah, they did a great job putting everything together as a team, and that was one thing that I thought would be a huge deal. And it sounds pretty self-explanatory. Well, yeah, obviously if the team plays well, they're going to win. But a lot of times you can see players try to dominate a situation and try to carry a team on their back. But this Forster team is very fundamentally sound, and they are really good at working well together.
And it was Zach Goodline who really struggled to shoot the ball in the first half. He came out in the second half, blew up, just dominated the game. He passed the ball well. He finishes with 29 and 9. One of the better players we've seen recently at Huntington University, and a big reason why Corey Alford's been able to turn this thing around.
Yeah, Zach Goodline has a lot of potential, if he's not already one of the best players to come through the school here. But I would also give a lot of credit to Coach Alford. He's done a lot to turn this program around the next few years, or in the past few years, excuse me. And he's a great guy. He's a great coach, and it shows when you beat big teams like Marian. It shows what kind of stuff that he can put together and how he can make an impact.